Hey everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Recap, a Guy's Review. How are you today? Happy Sunday afternoon. You guys know it is Dale and Clare sweeps. This video is to discuss day 5 of Clare and Dale reuniting. Don't it feel so good? All right, we've got some new photos that have emerged that give what I would consider conclusive evidence of their reuniting. They're doing it, folks. So many people have commented saying, I didn't know I needed to care about this, Dave. Me neither. I have a business degree, and I'm here with you guys. What are we doing with our lives, folks? It's a pandemic. Write it off. All right, now, I need some, you know what I need? I need some groove music to tell this story. So let's just kick it up with some groove music. Buckle it down, folks. Grab your iced coffee. Splash a little Bailey's in there. The kids aren't going to shut up. Let's just enjoy the day. All right. First things first, new photos have emerged from the great state of Florida. Not a mask in sight. Here we are, Clare and Dale. The first photo of them canoodling hand in hand. No asparagus in sight. Is that an asparagus in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Dale's happy. Look at this, folks. Here they are. She's wearing what I believe to be called a sarong, or some sort of open-air shawl bathrobe thing. What's that called, ladies? Come on, help me out. I don't know. And then there's Dale, of course, looking good with that nice square face of his. You know what I mean? The guy's got good, he's got good curves. Dale Moss does. So this is where they are today. They're at Ritz-Carlton. Why are we reporting on it? Does anybody actually care? BachelorNation.scoop, always first onto the news, has another photo of Dale and Clare at the Ritz holding hands. Well, this is it, folks. I mean, this is the day 5 that we all talked about here of Dale and Clare. First day, we see them jogging down a street, you know, crossing an intersection. NBD, right? No big deal. All of a sudden, they're at Rosebuds, you know, getting steak and, you know, some keto diet, whatever the hell was going on. They get some leftovers. All right, now we're talking more than just a business meeting. You know, people are accusing Dale and Clare of getting together because they want to get some more followers, but it's like, come on, folks. Have you ever tolerated an ex before? You don't hang out with an ex if there's $1 million on the line. I'm sorry, you just don't do it. Not for 5 days. So they do what everyone should do if they're trying to get back with their ex. They go to Florida. Florida's the place to be. Look, everyone in Florida has made a mistake once or twice in their lifetime. People get upset. Let me tell you something. People get way too upset at some of my videos here. You know what I mean? I called somebody a hillbilly. They're like, that's so insensitive to mountain people. It's like, shut up, hillbilly. You know what I mean? There's so many few names I can call people anymore, and hillbilly's still one of it. And if you live in Florida, let me tell you something. You're doing something right and wrong at the same time. Sure, you got the nice Atlantic Ocean. You might get bit by a shark. But, boy, I mean, there's a reason every crazy news story comes out of Florida. Y'all be tripping. On what? I'm not too sure. But if you need to get back with your ex, or you need to get some weird tramp stamp removed, Florida's the place you go to do it. All right, folks? You got a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts, strip malls, humidity, and nobody wearing a mask. And that's fine by me. You keep it in Florida. You know, you do what you got to do down there. Just don't come near me. So that's where they are. They're over there in Florida. Day 5. How long are they going to stay there? You know, people have rumored maybe they're buying a home there. I'm going to go over a list of different tips you should take into account when getting back with an ex. I think that might be interesting. But first thing, let's just go through the rest of this social media of the day. Here's the first photo that broke of Dale and Clare. Doesn't Dale look like just like an angry dad? You know, like he got all the kids to where they need to be, but he's still like upset over it. He's got like Vietnam anger in his face where he's just like, this took a lot of effort. You know what I mean? My dad was in Vietnam. We can talk about it. All right. It's a weird reference. But you know what I'm talking about? He's got asshole face, and I don't blame him for it. I've got the same thing. I have deep inset eyes, so my the light, kind of the shadow is created on my eyes, and it makes me look like I'm upset all the time. My fiance was like, Dave, what's the matter? I'm like, nothing. I'm just trying to read a menu. You know what I mean? I can't see. That's what Dale has read a menu face right now. They look good. They're looking for a chair. You ever get down to the pool at the Ritz and there's no 2 chairs available? That's what they're doing right now. Like, where can I get a chair? And then you just got some weird, you know, stalker person taking a photo. You ever do this? You ever take a photo of what you want to take, but you have to like get someone in the foreground so it doesn't look too creepy? This poor lady right here who got stuck in the front. Is that lady or is that Trump? I can't tell the difference. They're all in Florida, folks. Mar-a-Lago. All right, so This isn't the video to get upset over, guys. We're just playing around. BachelorNation.scoop has a story. Hit them up with a Venmo. I got them to put their Venmo in their bio. It's like, come on, donate to people. You know what I mean? We got to support each other out there. All right, move it down the list. So Dale Moss posted this today. Is he trolling us? Is that what's going on? He just starts posting toe photos here. So, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I like to analyze toes. So he posted this toe photo. By the way, he definitely posted this in portrait mode. So even his like iPhone is like, you sure this is a portrait? What are we doing here? It's a hangnail. So he posted toe photo. Are you guys familiar with the different types of toes? Everyone, take your socks off right now. Take your socks off. We're gonna learn something today. Damned if I don't stop us from learning today. So look, 7 types of toes and the secrets they reveal about your personality. Now everyone's got different. This is me right here. I got the toe where the pointer toe is a little bit longer. What can you do? You know what I mean? What can you do? It's how I was born. Dale's got the Egyptian toe. Okay, see this right here? Can we confirm that that's Dale's toe? That's the Egyptian toe. You know what I mean? He still has some of that gold left over from his pedicure the other day. So he's got the Egyptian toe. Let's see what it says about Dale. By the way, are you guys analyzing Dale's toes right now with me? Is this the bottom? Blink if I'm stuck here. Somebody save me. I enjoy this. It's irreverent. A pretty common foot type, the Egyptian toe is distinguished by a long, big toe, followed by the other toes tapering at a 45-degree angle. The entire foot is at an incline and usually longer and narrower than other shapes. People who have feet like this have a royal air about them and love extra pampering. They have an eye for aesthetics and are generally very friendly people, being the best fit to deal with difficult personalities. What are you talking about? Dale's toes were meant for Claire. I'm sure just Claire pulled out his feet and was like, you got an Egyptian toe. You can handle my bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what it is. A couple different, the Roman toe. This is the weird one. If anyone has the Roman toe, just unsubscribe now, you freaks. I'm kidding. We love you. The Greek toe. I think that's what I got, right? The Greek toe, or no? This is the peasant toe. Yeah, no one's going to admit to having the peasant toe. Extra small toe. Extra small toe. Wait a second. Does Dale have an extra small toe? No, Dale's got a big toe. Nothing extra small about that toe there. And then the wide set toes, that's what the hillbillies have for the hillbillies got that wide set toes. Mom, Clarence, you've been looking at my toes. The traveler's foot, it's called. Yeah, because they got to travel to get running water. All right, folks, I digress. The stretched toes, that kind of looks like them, the stretched toes. A person having stretched toes has a foot shape in which the big toe strays far away from the rest of the toe. Seems like Dale strayed away from Claire, if you guys know what I mean. What's up with that real estate agent? All right, so that's it. We're going to go with the Egyptian toe. Let me know if I got the wrong toe, but I'm pretty sure Dale's got the Egyptian toe. So you heard it here first, guys. Breaking news. Dale is good at dealing with difficult personalities with the Egyptian toe. So he's got that pharaoh energy that we've all been thinking about. Of course, everyone's trying to jump on the bandwagon talking about Dale and Claire, but I think you guys can all agree with me that this is the best channel for Dale and Claire news. What if that became like the only thing I could ever talk about? It's like, oh, you're that guy that talks about Dale and Claire and their toes. That's it, folks. That's me. You heard it here first. You're the Egyptian toe guy. Look at that guy with his traveler's foot over there. It feels like traveler's foot feels like a weird, like multi-level marketing thing you'd buy, you know? It's like your buddy starts a company. He's like, all right, if you get 7 of your friends, they got to have traveler's foot. We have a sock made just for them. Oh, okay. Clare Crawley still had strong feelings for Dale Moss after they split. She's not going to give up on love. Claire's got the persistent toe. Camel toe. All right. There's a camel in Egypt. There you go, folks. Connecting the dots. Can't quit. I love it when people will quote something I say in the comment section, because so many times I like black out and it just comes out of my mouth. And then like a day later, someone comments like, so funny what you said. And I was like, I was possessed. I have no idea. I didn't realize I made a camel toe, Egyptian toe reference. But here we are, 2 humps. All right, folks. Moose knuckles, to be gender inclusive. Moose knuckles and camel toes. That's my new ska band I'm creating. You know what I mean? The old, okay. Can't quit. Clare Crawley never gave up hope for reconciliation with Dale Moss following their January split, a source told Us Weekly exclusive. Bachelorette alum 39 loved Moss 32 while they were together, and her feelings remained when they briefly called it quits. Her love for Dale didn't just disappear overnight. She still has strong feelings for him. Once she falls in love, she falls hard. So look, it's good. They're trying to work things out. You know, like I said before, a lot of things can happen. You fall in love in this perfect, you know, desert resort, La Quinta, everything's going well. Then all of a sudden, Dale you might find out he's bad at communicating. Maybe he promised Clare quality time, and then he got some, Tecate sponsorship on his Instagram he had to do. You know what I mean? So many priorities can get thrown out the window the second you get home from vacation, and that's when it really becomes hard to communicate, when you just are pulled in different directions. So whatever fight they got into, Dale says it's over. Clare didn't know better. Then Clare posts this, Maya Angelou quote, as we mentioned. If you're a white chick, you just have a retainer, just a file full of Maya Angelou quotes for when someone wrongs you. Right, ladies out there? I know you're going through them right now like, oh, can you believe Steven said that to me? What quote should I use? And everyone's like, the Maya Angelou one. When people show you who they are, believe them. Oh, that's going to get 100 likes. Absolutely. I'm on to you. You have been seen, Rebecca. I'm on to you. Anyway, so yeah, they've just she's they've said things they regret, and then they're back together, and that's kind of the whole thing about it. You know what I mean? I wanted to pull up a shout out here because you guys know I just crack up when people will leave me funny different. I'm gonna have a hard time finding it now. I crack up when people leave me different. Shout outs, saying where they are, where they watch the videos. And someone had mentioned, I just wanted to read this for you guys. Love the video, Dave. Hilarious. In Houston, Texas, and blackout hit us on Monday at 6 p.m. And first thing I thought of was, shit, no Bachelor and no Dave's live streams. So Texas is literally out of water. Texas is out of senators named Ted Cruz. Texas is out of a lot of things, and she was worried about not making it to the live stream. And I just wanted to give a shout out to the two sisters over here. It is Sharon, and hold on a second. Who do we have here? Sharon and, oh boy. Leslie is around. Oh, Tasha knew in the... How did you know it was Sharon and Leslie? Oh, Tasha knows. Sharon and Leslie, sisters over there, letting each other know when Dave drops a video. So thank you, Leslie and Sharon in Texas. God bless you guys. And let me know right in, what type of toast do you have? Are we talking Egyptian or traveler foot? What do you got over there in Texas? Oh, Ted Cruz has the traveler foot. He's in Cancun, folks. He's got places to be. How, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even help them. I'm a senator. AOC's like, hold my Cosmo. I'm going to raise $4 million. What are you going to do? Follow Georgia's lead. Moving on. Why'd you bring in politics? Look, I'm talking about Dale Moss's toes. If you got a problem with politics, the issue is more about what you're doing with your life. 12 must follow rules for getting back together with the next. Hey, someone had mentioned, they were like, Dave, are you on coke when you make these videos? And it's like, no, I just have an iced coffee and hope. That's pretty much what I've done to get through my 30s. So here's the deal. You have an ex. You're gonna get stuck with them. You're gonna want to go back to them. You're gonna think of the good things. You're gonna paint red flags white. This and that. Here's a couple steps to get back with your ex. Number one, take it slow. You hear that, Claire? Take it slow. So that look, they can get back together as quick as they first got together. They got together in 10 days. They were engaged. They had a Neal Lane 4-carat ring. Where's the diamond ring? There's no way Neal collected it already. You know what I mean? Claire's not going to give it up that easy. So where's the diamond ring? Listen, if you don't think I'm going to have a breaking video when we get a photo of Clare with the diamond ring, because I'm pretty sure according to these photos, yeah, look at this. You can't see any diamond ring in these photos here. So, that was beforehand. So let's see. Is there a photo? No, there's no photo here. Let's see. This one I thought maybe we'd be able to see if there was a diamond because we can kind of see her. No, she doesn't have a diamond ring there, right? We'd be getting some bling. Ladies always know when there's a diamond ring. You can't sneak one by them. Ladies know two things. They know when there's a diamond ring and they know when someone's pregnant. They're like, I always thought she was. We were all getting drunk and she was being responsible. It's like sometimes people are just responsible, but in that case, no. Clare is not pregnant as far as we know. So anyway, take it slow. Step number one. Number two, figure out what really you want. You know what I mean? Like, all right, they both fell in love, whatever, but what's your love language? Get to know each other. And let me tell you something, ladies. Every lady I've ever talked to knows what her love language is, and every lady I ask, what's your man's love language? They just look at me like men don't feel love. Why don't you touch us once in a while? Just rub us on the shoulder. Tell us we're doing a good job. I don't know. You know what I mean? Tasha, pat me on the chin. I don't know. Is that a thing? Pat me on the chin? Tasha, what's your toe type? Do you know what your toe type is? Yeah, your toe type. Non-fungal. Well, that's not me, folks. All right, there she goes. Trying to be serious here, trying to get to know what toe she has. I think you do an Egyptian toe just like me. You want to come and check it out? Bring your toes on camera. We're trying to get a couple extra donations over here. What if Tasha doesn't exist and I'm just yelling into the distance? This is like my insane asylum. The walls are padded, folks. All right, so figure out what you want. Let's barrel through this. Number 3. View it as a new chapter in an old relationship. Yeah, you know what I mean? You have they met in the fall, they got together, they had a soft breakup, Dale, they did whatever, and now it's a new thing. It's a new thing, new chapter. That's a good way to look at it. Everything's fluid. Everything changes in life. Even though they were broken up for only a few weeks, you can learn a lot about what your priorities are, what you want. Maybe Dale had no intention going into this thing of finding love. Then it came at him real fast, and he's like, holy crap, what was that? And then like after a few weeks of being broken up, he's like, man, I actually kind of liked her. Once you take the cameras off, the lighting down, you're like, oh, we actually kind of worked out. Like, maybe we should give this another shot. And everyone, the people that don't, there's so many people that have such easy thoughts where they go, he's just in it for the Instagram followers. I'm just like, I don't know, man. You'd have to be next level psychotic to just be in it for the Instagram followers. Like, yeah, maybe it'll help your bottom line a little bit if you're together, but sometimes, the sum of the parts is greater. What is it? The sum is greater than the parts? I don't know, folks. Talk about what you did when you were apart. Well, Dale called a paparazzi friend and staged that. We know that. Claire dyed her hair pink, and they both went on vacation, so completed that. Number 5, and why you want to get back together. Yeah, that's going to be the question. What worked in the relationship? Too often in relationships, we look at the glaring things of disagreement, like, oh, this is the big issue. But it's like, what works? If you can enlarge what works, you can't expect your significant other to always be your best friend. Sure, they should be your best friend, but you can't expect them to be there for all your conversations. You can't expect them to be there for certain things. You need to have your other social circles. My fear would be sometimes, especially in the pandemic, you're just going to dive right in and be everyone's be-all, end-all. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe you shouldn't be that way. Listen to your gut. If you found yourself ignoring some major issues the last time the two of you were a pair, then Orbuck says it's important not to let that happen this go around. Perhaps last time you were in the relationship with your ex, you didn't see the red flags or didn't listen to your gut. Maybe you thought things would change. You didn't believe in yourself or what you wanted. If you're going to give a second chance, be sure you also trust your instincts if things start to backslide again. Yeah, you know what I mean? We always love to talk about our intuition, but sometimes, we're too hard on people. Sometimes we, think everyone's supposed to be a mind reader. You got to have tough conversations. Address old issues. Old being 3 months ago. This is such a short-lived relationship here. So heads up, it's pretty likely that old fights and problems are going to crop up again. It's best to get ahead of them. You don't have to reenact your worst fight ever, but you should discuss the issues behind it. Do you guys remember that video where Claire tried to scare Dale and he didn't even react and he didn't even acknowledge her? And I was like, yikes, boy, this is going to be some communication problems. But Dale, everyone is responsible for figuring out how to manage their own time, needed. You don't want to just be some guy who works all the time, comes home and resents your family for no reason. If you got to go to the gym to burn off energy, or you got to go, for me, I know if I'm being annoying, sometimes I got to go run 6 miles. I just got to burn off this kind of thing that I got on the inside. And that way, I'm not going to just be an a-hole for no reason. So it's important we always take accountability to what we bring to a relationship, not bringing all of our baggage, our mean things. Work it out, you know what I mean? Get a pedicure. Have a trust chat. Given that the two of you have a past, trust has most likely been broken. In many relationships, breakups occur because one or both partners have betrayed the other. Trust, once it's broken, very hard to rebuild. Because of that, Orbuck recommends couples looking to rekindle their relationship have a trust chat, where you discuss what it means to trust one another and list realistic expectations for the relationship, as well as answer what is fidelity and what does it mean to each of us as we go forward. During this talk, you'll also want to decide what your definition of commitment is. These are all questions that should be addressed in any relationship as you move forward, and even more so if you're getting back with an ex. Yeah, no, of course, this is interesting because Dale's real estate agent friend, it was rumored they were cheating and they were going out and drinks. And to Dale, it could have just been, hey, we're friends, we're in a friend group, we're hanging out. And Claire might not have gotten that message. And it's important to be like, look, just so you know, I'm going to be a part of this thing. Does this make you feel uncomfortable? A lot of times people are way more reasonable than we give them credit to be. We just need to be out and open and transparent with our communication. It sounds crazy, folks, but that's what it boils down to. Number 9, be ready to forgive. Let's say your ex cheated on you physically or emotionally. You have to be truly willing to give them another chance. Well, look, I don't even need to read farther here. It's look, if you can't fathom forgiving your ex, don't get back with them. But if something happened and you're like, oh boy, I was really hard on you, I didn't, tell you my expectations or X, Y, or Z, well then, if you're going to get back into the relationship, find a way to give them the chance to succeed. I don't know what the case is with that. I personally don't think there was any cheating that happened. I think there was just kind of it didn't look good. I think, there was some optics there. What do I know? What do I know? Collect your thoughts before bringing them up. This is a tough one for Claire because she kind of shoots from the hip. As we saw on the show, she shoots. She's like, oh, I think I'm going to get mad. I think I'm going to get real mad. And then they're like, oh boy, roll the cameras. And then she just torches everybody. think about what you want to say. Be impeccable with your word. You know what I mean? Don't expect everyone to be on board. Just because you're ready to move on with an ex, that doesn't mean your family or BFF will be quite as keen on the idea. They will remember what was bad about your ex, and most likely because you've spoken negatively about the former partner to them, they will bring it up again, so you announce to them about getting back sooner. As soon as you announce to them that you're going to be getting back together. When that happens, it's important to remember that they have your best interests at heart. Recommends meeting their concerns with this. I hear you, I understand your concerns, and appreciate you telling me. Follow it up with the things that have changed about your ex and how you've discussed it all. You can also fill them in on your plan moving forward. Look, for Claire's best friends, they must know she's kind of difficult. She's kind of anxious. She's kind of difficult. She's got a lot going on. She's battling that inner, ego who's like, they're out to get me. Maybe Dale's not out to get you. Maybe Dale loves you. Now, they didn't exactly meet in the middle. She's in California. He's in New York. They met in Florida. That's way closer to New York than California. Get a map, folks. Same time zone. But, it's something to start off new. If they're going to start off new in a new location, who's to say it's not Florida? I mean, that could be the place to be, I'm happy for him. Last one. Remember the bottom line. You're still with the same person. There it is. You're still with the same person. It's very common for couples to fall back into the same patterns that they found themselves in the previous time. My optimism with this relationship is they were so young as a couple, they didn't even have patterns to fall into. What do they say? You need 3 months to have a pattern set in your head. They weren't even barely together that long. So the idea, here's what they need, all right? If they truly do want to get back together, and hey, look at that, they were holding hands. Where's the photo? If they're holding hands, that's not it. Wherever it is, you guys know where this photo is. If they're holding, there it is. They're holding hands. This ain't a fling. Look, we've all had one-night stands. We've all, dated someone we didn't like. You don't hold hands at the pool with someone you don't like, okay? They're into each other. Holding hands, that they're sharing their auras, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? It's a family show, folks. Go easy. But whatever they're doing, they're back, baby. This is it. I don't need a PR statement from them saying they're back. Here's my suggestion to Dale and Clare. Don't do interviews. Don't address it. Just keep doing you. Don't read the comments. If it doesn't work out, join the club. Everyone's been in enough relationships that don't work out. Everyone's like, well, she did Bachelor. She did Bachelorette. She's been on Winter Games. It's like, shut up, Nancy. As if you've got the secret message for love. You know what I mean? You gossip hound. All right, so what else do we have here? Is that it? What's this last one? This wasn't one. All right, so that's it for me. That's all I got today. Look, I mean, I'm going to keep on talking about it. We're sharing the Dale and Clare saga. You know me, I just love a good common denominator when we're discussing the human condition. And who better to discuss it than a couple of very interesting and flawed, just like the rest of us, human beings. Here's to wishing them love. And I'll be back with more updates. Let me guys know. Oh, by the way, you know what? I wanted to say this. One more thing. I don't like to say this on some of the heavier topics, but I wanted to thank everyone who sent me Venmo donations. So many of you are so kind. Like, I try my best to not, ask for it, but I also like to thank you guys for it. Tasha and I are moving in 6 days to our new house. We've got an upgraded studio where I'm going to be making a ton of content. A beautiful new place for the dog. Our dog's 12, so he doesn't really walk upstairs that well anymore. So we got a new place where he can just walk outside because we're on a third-floor apartment over here in Hollywood. So anyway, people have donated different amounts of money and says, here's for, for the new place, whatever you're buying, this and that. Teresa sent Target cards, and everyone else that's been out there. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be sharing on Instagram all the different things we're getting for the new apartment, the new recording studio, and all that. So I did want to thank you guys so much. And if you do want to see what our apartment looks like right now as we're packing, we've sort of been live Instagram storing it. So you can follow my Instagram right there at DNeals. And for all the people that have been sending me all these updates as they come, I really do appreciate it. It helps my job to know that you guys are on top of the ball when news breaks, when Claire sneezes and Dale's at a Costco buying, whatever it is that they're doing there. So I do appreciate all of you guys. Be well. I got content coming out first thing in the morning tomorrow. We're going to have a super busy week. It's going to be a crazy schedule. Live stream Monday night, 10 p.m., Thursday at 4, and videos in between. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you later. Have a good rest of the weekend. Bye, guys.